unknowable, formless oneness that created all this also has a personal aspect that it created out of itself. The Hindus believe in the one God as well. All the major religions believe in the same one universal infinite creator. And then they have these different approaches for addressing that. The Hindus believe in the one, but they have all of these gods that people get confused about that are aspects of God. So the creator, the sustainer, the destroyer, the remover of obstacles, the love, all of these aspects of God have a name and form, and you can use that name and form as a window to the infinite, unknowable, and unthinkable that you can't begin to imagine. And by doing that, you can find that connection. And through prayer and meditation, you can experience. And the experience, you can't prove or disprove God, but you can experience it if you apply yourself. Even a little bit of discipline on a daily basis, it allows it to subtly expose itself to you. It forms into something that is knowable.
Right. And Western medicine is starting to really talk more about Eastern medicine in terms of meditation and prayer and things like that to help healing. That the power of the mind over the body is finally being acknowledged as extremely influential. I mean, how we think and how we feel.
Yeah, well, what people get lost in, they think that meditation is making your body get quiet, but you can't stop your mind from thinking. The mind can't control the mind. So what you can do is, it's all about focus. It's all about putting all of your attention on one thing, like you do when you're trying to learn a new program or math or a new language. You put all of your attention on it. You put your attention on the breath. And when you put all of your attention on the breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out slowly, just watching it go in and out. And then they have ways of raising that power with spiritually charged words like Om or God, or words that have been handed down for thousands of years because they work. And attaching the breath to that sound in your mind allows the mind to settle. And pretty soon, if you stick with it, if you're persistent, your body gets so quiet that it feels like the skin of a soap bubble. And then you're experiencing pure transcendental awareness. And that consciousness then allows you to realize that that's infinite within, in the same way that it's infinite without, looking out into the universe. So what's great about it is that for religion or not, for spiritual beliefs or not, you have the ability to do that regularly, and it improves everything, because now you're able to learn things quicker, you're able to problem solve quicker, you're calmer. Everything about it is beneficial in life on practical terms. But it also has this power within. I have a piece called the Divine Intoxication of the Supreme Universal Self. And it's this piece about finding the dance of life within you, and that you can see it within and you can experience that. And it gets out of intellectual discourse. It isn't like talking about God, and it isn't talking about religion. It's experiencing something that you never really could imagine.
And taking that focus, creating that focus and fine-tuning that focus.
So I've tried to do that with all of my artwork. Is all message-based. So I write the descriptions as well as do the artwork, and it's part of the art, at least in my mind. Whether it gets across to anybody or not, I don't know. But telling a story is what's important to me. And
this is your first visit to Sarasota because you have artwork on display at Stackenborg Greenberg Art Gallery, right?
What was that name again? The gallery?
Stackenborg Greenberg on Main Street in Sarasota.
Fine Arts.
Fine Arts in Sarasota.
Yeah, they're doing a big show. It's 40 pieces, and
they're in the front window. We drove by it today.
Yeah, and I had Marilyn in Heaven.
That's right.
And they have a greeting card package and posters and a book. Like, can't beat that.
Very cool book. Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, it's all very cool.
Yeah, and it gives me a chance to meet Michael and Paul, and we've had great discussions about my movie projects, and
Right.
It's a win-win.
Right, and I'm a huge believer in synergy between people and connectivity between people, and I love to connect people to one another.
Well, it's so and I've told you about my work and the depth that I try to show through the work that I do. So then, I get this whole thing through Susan, sets me up with the gallery.
That's
and
Susan Short from Family
Susan
Beautiful
Short,
Media.
from the
yes.
very Susan Short. And then they're going to do the book, and I have to write the preface, so I have to read about Sarasota, which I've never known about and haven't ever come here before. And they say, it's a spiritual vortex.
We are.
Oh, my God. And the sand isn't sand at all, but it's quartz crystals. Therein, so all these spiritualists and people who are drawn to this kind of thing, who are interested in the metaphysical and the unexplainable, are all in this area. And I went, this is perfect.
Right. And I don't know if you'll be here through Sunday, but we have the drum circle, which takes place on Sunday evenings, usually at dusk as the sun goes down
that. We'll be
over the
going
Gulf
back
of
on
Mexico.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
People dance and they play music and
It sounds like New
commune
Orleans.
with nature, and it's just a beautiful, wonderful, fun, free-form experience out on Siesta Key.
Nice.
And I think they do it in Venice, too, and a couple of other places. But I've been to the one on Siesta Key, the drum circle. People sit around the sand.
I
and
love that.
They bring their own instruments.
Well, that's rhythm radio. It's about the rhythm of the universe.
Yeah. And you are also tuned in to the rhythm of children's entertainment. You're working on an incredible children's project. Tell us about that, because I think that's really...
Well, there are two here that I'll be talking about at Ringling tonight. One is, and this just how hard everything in life is. It's just mysterious, and you just have to keep kicking no matter what.
And scratching.
In like 1990, I woke up saying button-sided hooey
to your daughters.
Out loud. I woke up hearing myself say that from a dream. And I wrote it down thinking that's the weirdest thing that's ever come out of my mouth. What is that? What does that even mean? Sounds like Dr. Seuss.
Hooey.
Button-sided hooey? Dr. Seuss. I should write my daughters a story. A Dr. Seuss-like story, written in verse. And so for 3 years, I wrote the Button-sided hooey, which turns into basically an African-American Alice in Wonderland. Two little sisters go in an adventure in another dimension and on a quest to free everyone from fear. And so that's the quest of the whole thing, while they meet all these strange creatures and people who speak Rhymish. They speak Rhymish in the land of Wahoo. So I write this whole thing, and I do all this artwork, and I hire a guy to do other color work, and I take it to all these publishers. And the publishers would look down their noses and go, well, it's very Lewis Carroll. Like, isn't it? We wouldn't want to offend him, would we? He's dead.
And I'm sure he would not be offended.
Nice work, but... And this happened over and over and over again.
Haven't they ever heard of an homage?
Well, or even an elaboration upon, or a variation of, or whatever, because only in the fact that they're in another dimension is there anything similar. But anyway, so I write the whole thing, and then I write another book called The Big Galoot, which is going to pave the way for the Button-sided hooey, and that one has a long story that is so long that I can't tell you. But
you'll have to come back for another show.
Yes, I'll have to come back for another show. But that one did get published, and it will be on sale, limited editions, and I have a big coffee table sized version. It's beautiful. The Big Galoot is a guy with size 42 hands. And the kids make fun of him, but one of my favorite verse is, "But that big galoot poked pigeon-toed feet deep into the mud and would not be beat by forces too fierce for man, woman, or beast. As the going got tougher, his courage increased." And that's the story of the Big Galoot.
That's
and in
great.
the end, they all want to be like him.
Oh. Well, and you're working.
And so
on...
now on the Button-sided hooey, I've written a script for a musical, an animated musical that I'm in discussions about, and I'll show a sizzle just completed over the weekend of that tonight at Ringling.
That's fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing that sizzle.
Yeah.
And it's even got a gospel choir in it, right?
Well, the idea is that the music is African American kind of gospel oriented music of like the sound and harmonies of the 1930s. So it's real high concept stuff. And then this year I wrote a Christmas movie as well that is a gospel based story. And I just finished my 21st iteration of that script. But now it's ready to go, and I'll show that sizzle too, and that's a pretty cool one.
Well, like to those of you listening, I'm sorry if you're not going to be with us tonight at Ringling College, but you can go to Shadoe's website.
Well, there's Shadoe, Shadoe, Shadoe.com is all of my projects, or most of my projects are on Shadoe.com, and then Shadoe Art is all my art just by itself, and that's pretty expansive as well.
SHADOE art.com or Shadoe SHADOE.com, period.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
And there are too many other things to talk about at this time.
I know, we've run out of time.
Yeah.
But you've been amazing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you all for listening out there.
I've enjoyed this so much.
Oh, it's been just a treat.
Yeah, thank you, Berkey.
Ever so.
Berkey galore, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, thank you so much. Ever so charmed. Ever so charmed. I actually have a little niece, and when she was about 4, she's from London, and she was trying to give her baby brother a carrot that he didn't want. And she says, "Oh, please take the carrot. It's a lovely carrot."
I want to have an English accent.
Yes.
I would be so much cooler. Either that or Dr. John's voice, one of the two.
Yes. Well, you're pretty cool as it is. So thanks for being with us.
Thank you. I enjoyed this.
And thank you, everybody out there, for listening. And we're out of time. So tune in to entertain you again soon. And go to Shadoe.com. Learn more. Bye for now. I want to thank you for listening. I'm Jeannie Corcoran, your Sarasota County, Florida Film Commissioner. And if you want to get a hold of me, you can go to www.filmsarasota.com, or you can call us toll-free from wherever you are at 888-765-5777, extension 104. We're easy to get a hold of. And we like email. You can email us at info@filmsarasota.com, and we check all of our email. If you don't hear back from us right away, it's not that we haven't gotten it, but we might have a computer glitch. I hate to admit it, but it happens a lot. We've had emails that disappear for a month. We've had phone messages that disappear for 2 months, but they show up eventually. So we will get a hold of you. Or you can get a hold of us, ask us questions, and if we can help you, we will. And if we can't, maybe we can steer you in a good direction to somebody who will help you. And that's it for me. I'm Jeannie Corcoran, and you've been listening to Entertain You on the Radio Ear Network, and this is the Society Bites network of programs. Thanks for listening. Talk to you again soon.